All right, we got a Clarey test request. Hey, asshole, pretty busy and whatnot. So I would like you to do a Clarey test on Dr. Laura. She apparently has a talk show, and my mom listens to her all the time. Thanks, and please keep me anonymous. And we will keep you anonymous because you have a very, very unique but cool-sounding name. So we'll just keep you anonymous there. All right, so I pulled her up. Laura Catherine Schlesinger, born in 1947, American talk show radio host and author. The Dr. Laura program heard weekdays for 3 hours. Wow, that is a schedule. That is a schedule. She is 73 years old. Maybe that's what keeps her alive. That's what keeps her alive. It consists mainly of her responses to callers' requests for personal advice and often features her short monologues on social and political topics. She admits she's nowhere near as effective as Aaron Clarey and his website, assholeconsulting.com, but admits that her previous upbringing in the 1960s made her much more demure and suspect of common thought and common group think. No, it doesn't say that. That's just what it should say. Imagine me taking over for Dr. Hey, what's going on? It's true. Just not cursing and being nice. There's just this huge group of pussies. He said fuck. Oh my God. He said asshole. These pearl clutchers. It's like, dude, if you can't even hear somebody curse, you got big problems. Let's start there. Her website says that her show preaches, teaches, and nags about moral values and ethics. She is an inductee to the National Radio Hall of Fame in Chicago. Oh, that's cool. What's going to happen to that Radio Hall of Fame when there is no radio? It's just podcasting. Are they going to have the Podcasting Hall of Fame? Schlesinger used to combine her local radio career in Los Angeles with private practice of marriage and family counselor, but after going into national syndication, she concentrated her efforts on the Dr. Laura program, heard each weekday, and writing self-help books. The book's 10 Stupid Things Women Do to Mess Up Their Lives. Only 10? I wonder how many people bought that. Like, I guess she's got a big enough following, people would, but how many women that really needed the book, And the proper care and feeding of husbands are among her best-selling works. I bet you sales like that just plummeted once the millennial ladies came out. What? Take care of I'm not. Oh, I bet you she's hated. Oh, I bet you she's hated by the left. I don't even know what I presume she's a Republican, maybe a small R, but I bet you the left hates her. A short-lived television talk show hosted by Schlesinger in 2000. She announced to the world that she ended her radio show in December of 2010. Her show moved to the Sirius multi-year satellite radio 28 program, moved to Triumph Channel. Okay. All right. So she's still active. She's still going. Oh, look at this. She was married 72 to 77 and got divorced. Nothing good happened in the 70s. I'll tell you right. Oh, you guys are so, dude, you Zers and millennials, you so be happy you avoided the 70s. You think it's bad now. And then she married a guy and he passed away. She's a widow. All right. Let's go to her early life. New York City in the borough of Brooklyn, in Long Island. Parents were Monroe, a civil engineer, Yolanda, Catholic war bride from Italy. I went over there and brought one of the gals back. All right. So she came from wealth, so it's a point against her. Described her childhood environment as unloving and unpleasant, and her family as dysfunctional. She has described some of the difficulty to extended family rejection of her parents' mixed faith of Jewish and Catholic marriage. So her dad, I think, was the Jew. And Catholic war bride. Her mom was the Catholic. Schlesinger said her father was pretty insensitive, mean, thoughtless, demeaning, and downright unloving. Well, probably because his wife was hot and entitled. I'm just guessing. She described her mother with pathological pride, who was never grateful and who would always find something to criticize. Yeah. Constantly expressed disdain for men, sex, and love. But she was hot, right? We got to marry that. Woo! You always wondered, did I make the right decisions? And of course, I've made wrong decisions, and now I've fucked up spectacularly in the past. But then there's ones like some pretty critical life. You're like, oh, and then I just keep getting proven right time and time again. Like, nope, dodge that bullet. Nope, that was the right way to go. Yes, ma'am. 85 Cutlass Supreme. No, ma'am. No money whatsoever. I'm not good enough. I'm sorry, madam. You may go and ruin some other man's life, which she did. Interested science, received a bachelor's degree at Stony Brook. What'd she get? She got a PhD in physiology. Okay, that's STEM, and going back and though that was a real that's legit. Okay. Her doctoral thesis was insulin's effects on lab rats. She began dispensing personal advice on the radio. She obtained training certificate in marriage and family counseling from the University of Southern California, worked in the biology department. Therapist license. You just get a license over again, marriage with therapist. It's amazing how we never do what we set out to do. Roosh was supposed to be a virologist. I was supposed to be an economist, and now we're all kind of in the same thing. She went into marriage and family counseling. Radio career in 1975. Impressed by her quick wit and sense of humor, Balians began featuring in a weekly segment. Her stint in the band led to other shows on other small radio stations. 79, she was on the air Sunday evenings, 9 to midnight. Boy, she's got to have a voice. Her vocal, she's been on radio that long. Wow, 4 decades, 3 hours. Boy, she's got to have some pipes on her. Like I don't know if you go back, last week I did 19 videos in one day, and my throat was shot for the weekend. She keeps on working. My goodness. So let's go through this here. She came from wealth. Her dad was an engineer. A dysfunctional family, footnote, but still came from wealth. So that's a point against her. She didn't major in stupid stuff. Smart lady. Got a PhD in physiology. So that's cool. And then kind of like me, I fell into ballroom dancing and entertainment. I had no idea I was going to. Now I'm a freaking author. Who the fuck thought that? If my English teachers were alive today, but they're not because they're all evil bitches and burning in hell as they rightly should. They would. That's got to be more of a burn than Beelzebub stabbing them with the fiery pokey stick. Aaron's what? An author? What? She's been working ever since. Gal's got hustle. 73, she ain't slowing down. God bless her. I don't even know what her political affiliation is. I presume probably leans a little bit to the right with traditionalism, but I could be wrong. So let's, what do we want to call it? That's a 1, I think. She didn't major in stupid stuff. She's had real world work experience. She's not dead. She keeps working. God bless her. She gets a 1. Great score. And that 1 is out of her control because she was born to a rich dad, or relatively well-off dad. Would I like to have a beer with her? Absolutely. Should she run for office? Absolutely. Is she too smart to run for office? Absolutely. Why would you give up this gig? Oh. So there you go. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it sounds like a really cool gal. Kevin McComb for $2. Increased minimum wage, been steady since the 80s. No, then you study. Let's boost it to $100 an hour. See what happens. Okay, and let's get rid of the cops while they're at it too. All right, that's it. Questions, answers, assholeconsulting.com. We'll see you guys later. Toodles.